People asking today, is it time to buy more as the market sells off? I can't stress this enough. I've been saying this over and over and over again, right? With the talk of interest rates going up, tech stocks drop. NASDAQ has a big focus on tech stocks. So therefore, when they talk about interest rates rising, they haven't even raised interest rates. So when asking the question, can things get worse? Of course. Of course things can get worse. That shouldn't be the question. Things can always get worse. What I'm here to remind you is so many beginners are asking, is now the time to buy the dip on TQQQ? Well, if you look at it, it's been cheap, but it's getting cheaper. I want to share with you why I'm staying so patient. Trust me, I thought today was going to be a good day. It sold off a little bit. It began to recover. I thought today was going to be the first green day for TQQQ. I'm right there with you. I'm right there with all of you. I want you to understand that you're not alone. But I also need you to understand the benefit and the value of not buying too early. Knowing that the market can continue to dip, one of the things that I want to share with you is that we're all waiting, or a lot of us, not even if you're trading TQQQ, but regardless of what your focus is. If it's anything when it comes down to like AMD, LSI, Microsoft, Apple, Facebook, they all sold off today, so to some degree, right? Looking at where TQQQ is at right now and where it was at before, not all-time highs, just previous highs. That's 35%. 35% margin. Think about that. Out of $100, if you were to buy now, right, that's about $35, which is huge. Think about that. 35%. But just a couple weeks ago, it was going to be about a 20% return, right, or 25%. And then the week before that, it was a 20% return. The market selling off should not instill fear in you. The way that I view it, and again, this is just my perspective, when someone asks me, hey, Ricky, should I buy more right now? Why are you in such a rush to buy the dip when first off, it continues to dip, and second off, we have so much margin to work with? Look at this. My goal is to make a little bit over 14% on TQQQ. That's it, 14%. I have, from lows to high, again, trying to be realistic, a 35% margin. I'm not a perfect trader, right? So I don't need to be perfect. I can wait for this thing to begin to trade above, $70. And that's essentially what I'm waiting for. That's where all my alerts are at. I don't need to buy the dip to feel good about my position. I understand that it's cheap. I understand that Facebook is cheap. I understand that Microsoft is cheap. If you bought the dip with a small position size, then great, right? I'm in the same, bandwagon with you. I bought a portion of a position. But to think that, oh man, I have to go all in right now. First off, you're doing your future self a disservice by buying and hoping the market recovers when it hasn't indicated signs of recovery. And second, you're being greedy. You're thinking that, okay, well now I'm going to buy because the market's sold off today, right? And it has to recover. And I want to maximize my net returns, right? My 35%, or if it makes a recovery to all-time highs, that's 42%. Think about how crazy that percentage is, 42%. All I know is that year over year, the market always recovers. Sometimes it does take longer than others for the market to recover. There's still talk about raising interest rates. That's not a good catalyst for tech stocks. If you decided to buy the dip early with a portion of your position size, we talked about this. The risk behind buying the dip early is that it can continue to dip. You either don't buy before confirmation if you can't manage your risk, or you understand the risk involved when buying too early. It's that simple. It's not about, oh my God, I need my average purchase price to be lower. Oh my God, I need to buy more as it continues to dip more. No. Those are not good habits because it can continue to sell off. So again, why do I stay so cool, calm, and collected? It's still frustrating to me. I don't want the market to sell off more and more and more and more, but it also doesn't make sense to buy more as the market sells off because it's not indicating signs of a recovery, and because my goal is only to make 14% when my net margin for potential return is 35%. So I have a very realistic 14% goal for a 35% margin. I can make mistakes. I don't have to buy at the cheapest price, and I can still hit my goal. A goal is something to work towards, not something that has to play out exactly according to plan. Make sure that your actions today are something that align with your future self. And again, that's exactly what I wanted to say for all those that are thinking of buying more as the market continues to dip, especially if the stock that you're focusing on is tech focused. Interest rates, that news has not gone anywhere. It's still very relevant. So please do your future self a service and look out for yourself. Keep trading simple. That's our focus for 2022 and for the Learn Plan Profit Swing Trading Challenge. You have to watch that position size. You have to set those alerts and understand how much margin you have to work with if the market does end up recovering, which eventually it will happen. But again, it does take time. So again, this is what I'm very excited to follow up with. So if you guys have any questions, again, feel free to message me within our free Discord. That's going to be that first link in the description. I got that issue all figured out, so you can join our free trading community. It's the first link down below. As well as don't forget to subscribe and to drop a thumbs up. I really do appreciate you guys' time. I will see you tomorrow for our live trading session, and that is our second link down below if you're ready to join our Learn Plan Profit 2.0 team. Like always, let's make sure that we end the year on a green note. Take it easy, team.